Thanks for watching this video. My name is Daniel Peaks and I'm a therapist in the Marietta, Georgia area. I primarily work with couples who on most days love each other, but on other days don't like each other that much. So I help resolve a lot of relational issues related to many things. One thing that I've come to use a lot in working with couples is helping them understand their emotional memories. What emotional memories do is they oftentimes can wreak havoc in a present situation. They were created a long time ago in our childhood or in early adulthood, and they are playing themselves out in current relationships and not helping things very much. That's because we learn from emotions. Now, emotions are regulated in the limbic system. That's about as technical as I'm going to get. And the limbic system also actively monitors relationships. What the limbic system does is it helps us monitor, to a degree, closeness and acceptance and distance and rejection to other people in relationship. For example, let's say your spouse gives you the cold shoulder or blows you off or gives you the silent treatment after an argument. That's going to be a pretty effective punishment because our limbic system is monitoring how close we are to our spouse, and when suddenly we feel that rejection, it's going to hit us hard emotionally. Emotional memories, what they do is they attach emotions to specific experiences, both positive and negative. For example, as a child, you probably went to many birthday parties. Let's say it was your best friend's birthday party you went to as a child. You had a great time. You loved being with your friend and his friends. You loved playing the games. You loved eating the food and the cake and the ice cream. It was an overall great time. You're going to associate positive feelings to the circumstances, the outcomes, and emotions of yourself and the other kids at that party. That party might even give you might be the reason why you love going to parties as an adult, because you had such a great time, and that emotional memory kind of attaches itself and plays out in future events. Now, on the other hand, you might have gone to a birthday party as a kid and had a horrible time. Maybe you spilled food or cake on you and you had to change your clothes. It was really embarrassing. Maybe you felt alienated by the kids. Maybe you didn't know anybody and that was threatening and made you feel nervous and uncomfortable. You're going to associate negative feelings with those emotions and with the circumstances and the actions of yourself and others. So that one experience may prevent you from really wanting to go to another party in the future. And it's because of the emotions you associated with that first experience. It works, negative emotional memories work as a danger sign that you don't want to do this again because it wasn't good the first time. This is a little scary, but emotional memories are active in the womb. We can create emotional memories before we even have the ability to store concrete memories. That's why a doctor will tell a mother to sing to the baby in the womb or talk to the baby, because the baby is hearing those sounds, is not storing any concrete memories, but is experiencing and storing emotional memories. Children don't really start to store concrete memories until about the age of 3. So children emotionally are very impressionable because they're forming those emotional memories all through their lives, even before they're able to store explicit memories. Now, emotional memories are critical learning moments. We get ideas about ourselves from emotional memories. Now that could be for good or for bad. We'll learn a lot about ourselves based off those emotions. And what a lot of counseling does is to help clients rethink some of those ideas we have. to help us think more healthily about ourselves, if healthily is a word. We also have ideas about our self-worth. Again, it's if we've had many positive emotional memories, our self-worth is probably going to be pretty high. If we've had many negative ones, our self-worth isn't going to be very good. And again, counseling can help people work through those hurts and pains caused by those emotional memories from the past. And again, we also get ideas about others through emotional memories, both positive and negative. And those emotional memories stick with us throughout our lives. So if we had a great experience with our primary caregivers as a child, most likely that will continue all the way through our lives. If we've had a negative experience, that will continue, and we will attach those negative or positive memories to new people that we meet that might play a similar role to people we grew up with. Here's an image of Herschel Walker, famous Heisman Trophy winner, illustrating the two defining characteristics of emotional memory. They are powerful and they are fast. No thought processes are required for them to either be triggered or to be created. We can very quickly recall and analyze them. And they are much faster than logical thought and reason. And they really do work like a reflex. If we experience in the present a situation that is even subtly similar to something we experienced in the past, whatever emotions we associated with that past experience are going to immediately appear. We're going to immediately feel them before we even know why. That's because emotional memories are pre-conscious. We can connect the dots, we can make connections to make those emotional memories conscious. We can figure out most of the time where they came from, but initially they're pre-conscious. We're not really sure or aware of where they're coming from. They're triggered before logic or explicit memory arise. Again, self-awareness is really key to figuring out emotional memories. And they often happen without triggering any concrete memories. We don't know why we feel this way. For example, my wife recently bought some hand soap, and I immediately was drawn to the scent of it. I think it's because a girl I liked as a teenager wore a similar perfume or hand lotion or something like that. But I have no recollection of where this the positive emotions were derived from related to this hand soap. But it's kind of eerie that I love this. I love the smell so much, and it elicits such positive emotions, but I don't know where it came from. And this is how emotional memories can cause problems in relationships, because intense emotions hijack the cortex, hijack our logical thinking processes. So you had a controlling parent, or you had a traumatic experience as a child that forced you to, or caused you to not trust people very easily. Well, that's going to play out in present relationships and present situations. If you experience a situation that's even subtly similar to what you experienced in the past, it's going to create some emotions, and it might be a very intense emotions. And when you're experiencing intense emotions, you have difficulty thinking logically, because emotion and logic work in a seesaw fashion. The more intense the emotions become, the less you are able to logically think. Thus, the more emotional you're feeling, the dumber you are getting. You can't think clearly when experiencing intense emotions. When you are flooded with emotion, your logical brain is taking a break, and it's hard to really think clearly through a situation. You can't hear really what the other person is saying. And for a person who might be experiencing the effects of someone in an emotional moment, it's good to give a person some, cut them some slack. Because an angry person is not necessarily saying what they really feel, just what they feel in that intense moment. The feelings in that intense moment are not always the same as what they really feel. So they might just be yelling and screaming because of the intense emotion, not because that's what they really feel. And that is, in a nutshell, how emotional memories can play a negative role in relating to a person in a current relationship. Thank you for watching the video. You please email me if you have any questions, and also have a look at my website, danielpeakstherapist.com. I have some blog posts there, one of which is on emotional memory, where you can get some more information. Thanks again for watching.